Sandra Crathern, Inner Vision, talking about health and well-being today. Well, I thought I'd start on the cryptic titles rather than top tips for this, or I can help you with this. So today's vlog is called Brain Chatter. And I would imagine there isn't a person on earth who doesn't really connect with what that means. And excuse me, I'm getting over a bit of a cold. I haven't been that well. And that is something that we have, don't we, going on, negativity, brain chatter. And I can only give you an example of myself because that's what I tend to do. And on Monday, Sunday night, I really didn't feel very well. And I was due to go to do work at the hospital, taking blood a couple of mornings a week, as well as doing all my coaching work. And I was due to go to work on Monday and due to go to a networking breakfast meeting on Tuesday. And I don't miss things. I'm very committed. Very rarely I'm ill anyway. And I thought, I need to look after myself. I need to practice what I'm preaching as a health coach. Not that I preach, but I'd like to think I practice what I think is right. So I cancelled work on Monday and went back to bed. And then Tuesday I didn't go to the networking breakfast, which was a big deal for me. But what I noticed was my brain, it's like this chatter was saying, well, you might have missed a client, you might have missed a possibility, and, that's not good enough, and how are you going to do this, and what are you going to do about that? And I could almost feel it sort of getting louder and louder. And I think, for me personally, I have to make sure that I really watch what I think about, be observant, and I think that's something that's helpful for other people. Stop for a minute and ask yourself, is this really the truth, what I'm hearing? Because 9 times out of 10 it isn't. And if I would suggest to someone else to go and have a rest and look after themselves, then I need to do that myself, and that's absolutely okay. So I'm trying to look at the brain chatter with a little bit of a sense of humour now, because I think it's got a purpose. It certainly does motivate me sometimes, even if it's not in the best of ways, and it does sort of keep me on my toes. But I'm much more loving and kind about it. I don't think it's going to ever be eradicated. I don't imagine I could never be without that sort of negativity or brain chatter. But I think it's what I do with it that's important. So I have an override button now, which may be helpful to you. And that is when I notice it come in and I hear it, I go, oh, look, there you go again. You have a choice about what you think about. So I came back from a networking breakfast meeting just now and thought, oh, I'm going to make some vlogs while I'm all smartly dressed. And I got my key in the door and I could feel myself thinking, and I was like, don't go there. This is your purpose. This is what you love, Sandra. So just go and do it, and things will shift. So if you're getting the brain chatter, press your override button and focus on something else. Because 9 times out of 10, it just leads us into a negative spiral when we believe all that stuff. And it's not normally the truth. And do you know what? Like the L'Oreal advert says, you deserve better. You're worth it. So when the brain chatter comes,